Good morning, I'm Michael Walsh and welcome to Norwal Farm. It is Monday, March the 18th. Got a lot going on today. We're going to be moving some goats down to the shed and then some sheep up here to this barn. I let the Jacob and her lamb out today. She's doing well. Taking good care of her and she's nursing. Got her up this morning, she stretched, so that's a good sign. So we marked them and tagged her today. She'll stay in here for a while. This was the bottle baby pen on the goats, all the triplets. We had 6 sets of triplets. Our summary for the goats this season was 6 sets of triplets, 1 set of twins, and 2 singles. So we had 22 kids from 9 does, so that's good for first time. That's the bottle baby pen over there. I moved them over there because you can see under the mangers, there's what we call the lamb cage. They can go on there and it's warmer for them. It's turned off cold. It was 28 last night. So all these guys are going to go down to the run-in shed. They're about 10 days, almost 2 weeks old. First ones were born on the 5th, so that would make them, 2 days old tomorrow, or 2 weeks old tomorrow. So they're ready to go down. They're using the jumping box well. So we have 6 bottle baby goats and then the one Texel lamb that his mother didn't have any milk from the get-go, but they're all doing well. They do learn that bottle pretty quickly with those Pritchard nipples. I must admit, they're great nipples. So these will all go down, and we'll bring the balance of the ewes up that are due to lamb. I'll probably leave this ewe and lamb up here for a few days. She'll be okay. And but we've got to rearrange these gates, get that ready to go. So thanks for joining us today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell of any new videos, hit the like button, and also leave us a comment and share this video with a friend if you would. So come along with us today as we do a bunch of switching around of animals. Going down to the run-in shed, we'll check the twins and taking a bottle for each one of them, 4 ounces, just a little bit to top them off, and check on the puppies, see how they're doing. They spent their first night over in the other pen. And got to make sure Callum, our new Maremma puppy, make sure he knows where the feed station is, and we'll put some food out for him today. So let's go check and see how they're doing. Down here at the shed, and Dylan's over with the sheep, which they can do that. The feeder, they can crawl out either end. So Garrett's with the llama and the goats, or the goat and the rams, and Dylan's over here with Lily, and that's okay. He's with the lambs. Just want to make sure he is good with them. Looks like he is. He's checking them out. So I don't mind if he stays over here with Lily. Puppies look like they've done well. They're still probably missing Mom a little bit. Puppies! How you doing? Puppies, hey Callum. How you doing? Everybody's doing good. We'll make sure Callum gets some food this morning. Hey, Garrett, or Dylan. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Much better since we neutered him. He was out there nursing the lamb. The other lamb's over there. It was with her up here, so she's looking out for him. They're doing well. We'll offer them a bottle here and see if they want a bottle. Yeah, they're both taking the bottle. Dark one more so than the other one. So that tells me they're getting milk from Mom. But they came right up and took it. So as long as they come up for it, I'll give it to them. I'm not going to chase them. I'll give it to them twice a day. Give them a little extra energy. One nipple I think has a larger hole, so the tan one got hers faster than the other one. They're doing good. All 3 dogs are over there. Lily and Dylan crawled under. This is a 2-sided feeder. It's designed to be that way so one dog can't guard the entrance. And it's okay if they go through between the groups because it doesn't matter. They've got the run on both sides and they can protect the animals. So it's good for Lily to be playing. We're going to get her and Garrett both neutered and spayed, so don't want any more puppies from them. But everybody else is doing well. I put some food on the ground, put Callum in there. He's not used to an automatic feeder, I don't think. But the other puppies are in there, and he'll figure it out. He ate out of the feeder, now he's eating the food from the ground. And he'll follow the other puppies, so he should do well. This is a new pen for the bottle babies. And to show the lamb how to get underneath there. He's shivering a little bit, but they'll catch on. Got it all set up. I don't know if these goats are going to go in for me. They usually do almost anything for grain, so we'll see how that works. Goats are curious and they'll do almost anything for food. So I got 5 of them in there. Now we'll just find the babies and we put them in the side saddle there, and we'll take them down to the new digs. Okay, they're all loaded here. First load. You can see or not, the kids are right next to them, right down there, so they don't get trampled. The moms can see them. And we'll take them down to the shed and let them loose. That worked pretty well. We've got all the first load out there, finding their babies. Got a lot more room. Puppies are going to learn about goats here real fast because the moms aren't going to tolerate them messing with them. Some good lessons learned here. I hope. It's a cooler day, but it's not windy or anything. It's overcast, a little breeze, but it's a good day for them to be out. We put a little shield on the feed bunk there. Hopefully the kids will think of that as a little cave for them. They're going to learn out about electric fence here shortly. But we brought half of them, that way they can kind of sort themselves out and find their mom. And those are going to stay in dry lot until the grass is tall enough to take them out and just turn them out on pasture. That way we minimize worm exposure and coccidiosis exposure. Ordered some creep feed today. That will have the coccidiostat in it as well. So get the kids on that and they'll have it in their system. So hopefully we won't have any coccidiosis problems. I did notice number 3's doeling is kind of favoring her left hind leg. I caught her, I don't feel anything. I think maybe she might have gotten stepped on or something. So we'll just keep an eye on her. That's her right out there. You see she's kind of holding up that left rear leg a little bit. So we'll just see how they do. Puppies are intrigued by the kids, but the kids are older than those lambs were, and they can kind of take care of themselves too. So, like I say, I don't think the goats are going to put up with a lot. And once the newness wears off, I think the puppies will leave them alone. And there's Callum. He's come out to see what's going on. And they've got a little den area back there they can go into if they want. Get away from the goats. Alright, we'll go get the second load. Dylan and Garrett are getting to meet him through the fence line there. So that's good. The kids are getting used to being outside, so now they're going to start running and playing, which is fun to see. We'll bring their jumping box down for them. It's a good day for them to be out. All the puppies are laying up there in the shed, so a couple of them got butted a little bit, and does snort and stamp at them, so I think they're going to learn to respect them, which is what we want. They're pairing up. Those two found their mom. They're still running around playing. Worked out well. They're not quite, yeah, some of them are 2 weeks old today, so they're 10 days to 2 weeks old. It's a good age to bring them out. They know how to find mom, mom knows how to find them, and so that's worked out really well. Puppies are coming out to explore again. Those little kids will put the puppies in their place too. That's Charm. That's the female we're keeping. Hi, Charm. One of the females. Reconfigured the sheep pen in anticipation of bringing the others up. So Patsy's little lamb's right there. So we left that little opening so it can go in its hiding place and sleep. So we'll go down and bring the rest of the ewes up. We get everybody moved. It wasn't easy. They didn't want to load, and took 3 loads of them in the small trailer, but we got them all up here. We have the 2 Jacobs. We have 8 of the Ile-de-France, and there are 14 of the Dorpers. So my math is right. That's 24 up here. So nice space for them. They're not overly crowded. Took all those gates out. The one Jacob, her lamb's 2 days old. It's the little white one over there in the corner, and that's the mother right there. So we've got 23 to go, and the number 21 Dorper ewe is the next one due to lamb. That's her right there, I think. She's due in a couple days. I don't know which one it is. Anyway, one of the big ones. But got everybody fed. They're all settling in. The pups were in with the does, and the does got pretty mean with them, so we had to move their feeding station up into the shed so that they could use that for security. And we also put that other wire up there that they could hide behind that. So, and put a water bucket in there. The does are on high alert because it's the first day out with their babies, so hopefully things will settle down. But the puppies did learn to respect the mamas with the babies. Good morning, Tuesday, March 19th. Taking the one Jacob ewe and her lamb down to the run-in shed. The goats were too aggressive for the puppies down there, so they were hiding in their feeding station. This one's a little more protective, so they were playing with the lambs down there. So I'm hoping that this ewe will back them off and they'll learn to leave the lambs alone. So the kids did okay down there overnight. They're doing well, so that's the plan for today. Got them down here. That's the twins there, and she's over there with her baby. It's following her well. Kids and does are doing fine. Puppies are pretty laid back, kind of leaving them alone. I think the newness of the lambs is worn off. So hopefully they don't start chasing them. We'll just have to watch that. That's just part of the transition you got to go through with puppies and lambs and everything else. I put Lily back here with the pups, and they started nursing her, and she's trying to wean them, so we'll just leave them out. They're eating good, and let her dry up before we let her back in here. So anyway, I've got them locked in the dry lot here. There's plenty of hay, and we're supposed to get Thursday night and Friday about 5 inches of snow here, so that's why I wanted to get that little lamb down here today. Finds a warm place to stay and get ready for the snowstorm. The kids are actually sleeping under the feed bunk there. I made a little cave for them there, and they're kind of snuggled up in there, so that's good. Moved the bottle babies down to the end section here. Gave them probably about a 12-foot long by 4-foot wide pen, so gave them an extra jumping box, so they're enjoying their new space. Didn't take much away from the ewes as far as space because they gained this right here. We use this manger. And I'm tired of climbing over this gate, so I built a door that opens and closes. Because the number of times we climb over this every time, it's just really difficult on the knees and the back and everything else. So I decided to make a gate, and now we can walk through. So don't think anybody's lambing today. A few days off yet, but we'll see how it goes. It's almost bottle time. They're letting me know that, so got to get the babies fed. Afternoon chores, filled the water tank over there, and then put a couple slabs of this hay in each feeder. That's what was left over from last night. They eat it down, and and they don't waste much. So just try to keep some fresh in front of them all the time. It's supposed to get a little chillier, and then Thursday night into Friday, this is Tuesday, but Thursday night into Friday we're supposed to get 5 inches of snow. So this pen worked really well. Baby goats are catching on. They know how to nurse. All of them but the white one, and that one just jumped on the green box there. They're coming up for the bottle. The white one actually came up, but I'll lift them out of the pen to give them the bottle. The rest of them take it through the fence. So once I get them all taking it through the fence, then I hope to make a bottle rack and then just put the bottles in there and let them go to town, and it'll speed things up. The bottle baby's in this new pen here, and I just set this up. We've got some hay up there, and they're just about 2 weeks old, and they are eating that hay. So that's encouraging. The lamb, he's down here nibbling on some hay leaves. So that's about right. I ordered creep feed for them. We are going to give the babies some grain the first month. The bottle babies will probably stay on grain, but it has a medication in for preventing coccidia, and so the goats will definitely be on the grain. The sheep I don't think will be, but we'll see. It takes about a month before the rumen actually starts to work and digest the hay, and the creep feed that we're feeding actually has some probiotics in it, and it actually enhances the rumen health and helps them to digest fiber sooner and better. So for that reason, I will probably put the lambs on creep feed for the first month or so until we get them on pasture, and then they'll come off the creep feed. But got this dog kennel here so they can't jump out. And this is a nice sized manger here for them to put the creep feed in. Had to put that board down there at the end because, being goats, they will crawl through. But anyway, this is the first they've had this, and they're showing some interest in some solid food, so that's encouraging. I think I mentioned before that the Dorpers are starting to shed. You can see this up close. They look rather ragged, but it's kind of a wool type coat. It's a cross between wool and hair underneath its hair. And originally Dorpers were, Dorset breed was used, and then the black-headed Persian, it's a desert sheep, a hair sheep. And, they were used to bring up the shedding ability. The Dorset was used to increase the quality of the meat, and so they've come up with these shedding sheep. And it's an inherited trait. Some shed better than others. You can see that ewe over there at the corner, she's about half shed. The one over there at that reaching through is about half shed. Some of these haven't started to shed much. So here's one here, and she's shedding out. She's got a red spot on her shoulder. The hairs, or the wool, is just a little different color. We didn't really notice that red spot last year, but as it sheds out, it's there. So they do have red occasionally on them, and they also get some black spots sometimes too. This ewe here is probably half shed out. So we have a neighbor who's wanting to buy 2 rams from us. They have hair sheep, but they want to increase the sheddability. So we'll only make note of which ewes are shedding the best, and then we'll try to select really nice rams for them out of those ewes. So I put more hay in here, and they're constantly eating, or not constantly, but they're in here grazing, which is what you want them to do. I don't want them to go without, and it's very high quality hay, and that's what we need for the last month of pregnancy, and when they start producing milk. So this barn has worked really well for what we need. And so anyway, I think all the babies are sleeping now. They had their bottle about, maybe an hour ago. They were playing, and they'll sleep, and then give them another bottle in about 3 hours, usually around 8 o'clock at night. They're getting old enough now that we should be able to go to 3 times a day feeding, and maybe increase the amount of milk we give them. So, but the lamb's not one to get on the box so much, but the goats are. Thanks again for joining us at Norwal Farm today.